cases are rising, markets are dropping, did it fail to break the resistance? If the answer is it failed to break out the resistance with negative news, then that could be an opportunity for you to take profits. Then as the news intensifies, it becomes more negative, you see the market start to go down, but suddenly you see it oversold, you see it hit a support level, you see it stabilize from that support level, then that could be an opportunity also for you to buy, that could be an opportunity also for you to accumulate, and that could be an opportunity for you to just wait up until it pushes up once again, where you can again take profits. Hey guys, so over the past few days, we've seen cases in the country start to go up once again. Then we saw also headlines that the Delta variant is now inside the Philippines. That being said, because of the spike up, now they're putting a bit of tighter measures. We're still in GCQ here, but if you look what's happening in the markets, we've seen the PSEI get battered down because of this news. We've seen the Philippines rally, but because of this news, we've seen it start to go down once again. We've seen it break down from different moving averages and in the same time different support levels. It just goes to show how connected sentiment is to the economy, to the Philippine stock market. It's still pretty much tied into what's happening in the pandemic. We saw a rally over the past few months. We were suddenly seeing the Philippines start to open up once again, particularly Metro Manila, which is the center of commerce, industry, and everything else in between, the economic capital of the Philippines. We saw it start to open up. We're seeing a lot of people taking vaccines, and which is a very, very good step forward. So we've seen cases start to go up. It's not as high as what it was no March, April, or May when we went into a lockdown, when we went into stricter lockdowns, but also it's relatively higher than the highest point in August 2020. What's true though is that there's more measures now, there's more hospitals now, there's more beds also right now to accommodate a lot of people, but the threat of the virus is also not there. So I'm not saying it's something that will degrade further, but what I'm saying is this: every time we see news about the virus, every time we see news about what's going on, more people getting infected, and then we see it spiraling out of control, that will have a heavy toll on the markets. So what does that mean, and what should be your style also as a trader and investor? That's a very, very good trading opportunity, especially when you see times are better. That could be a signal also for you to take profits, especially when you see it close to certain resistances and when you see stocks that have been battered push up massively. And as they have been pushing up massively and you have been earning, getting decent rewards also when you see it start to push up, that would be an area for you to sell. That would be an area for you to take profits, given that the threat of the virus also is still not gone. And in the same way, right now, for those that are trading, you're seeing it start to go down. Watch the RSIs, check out stocks that are oversold, check out if those support ranges are holding. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, all of these have been cycles over and over. They have been happening over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What goes up must go down. What goes down must go up. And it's just us detaching our emotions and looking at it from a trading opportunity, that it goes down, and as it goes down, it will stabilize, then cases will get better again, then we start to reopen the economy again, then stock prices start to go up. It's high time that we have to realize that this virus will currently be part of how we live our daily lives, and positive news regarding it will push markets higher, and negative news regarding it will bring markets lower as well. So in the midst of those swings, in the midst of those downward movements, that allows you and gives you an opportunity also to trade. That allows you and gives you an opportunity to make money even when the markets are choppy. You don't have to base everything on what the news is saying, but you also have to combine it with technical analysis, that cases are rising, markets are dropping, did it fail to break the resistance? If the answer is it failed to break out the resistance with negative news, then that could be an opportunity for you to take profits. Then as the news intensifies, it becomes more negative, you see the market start to go down, but suddenly you see it oversold, you see it hit a support level, you see it stabilize from that support level, then that could be an opportunity also for you to buy. That could be an opportunity also for you to accumulate, and that could be an opportunity for you to just wait up until it pushes up once again, where you can again take profits. What happens if you are the investor over the next few days, weeks, and months, and you have a very long time horizon, should not actually matter. And I'll say this over and over, that when the market was going up because we saw a lot of people getting vaccinated even more, and then you were not able to buy it when it was lower, this is an opportunity again for you to be able to stack. This is an opportunity again for you to buy it at a relatively lower and cheaper price. That's how markets are amazing, no? That if you have exposure in different markets. Why am I saying this? Check out the cryptocurrency market. Right now, Bitcoin has gone up at the time where the Philippine markets have also been down. And that's why it's so important for you to be able to weave and navigate between markets, because when one market is doing bad, there may be a shot that another market is doing better. And when one market is doing bad, that could be an opportunity for you to stack it, to add some more and accumulate and build a base, so that when it becomes its time under the sun to go up once again, whatever you positioned when it was lower will reap benefits for you. So, hindi naman natin control yung pandemic eh. Hindi natin control yung virus. Hindi natin control how other people will go out, because truth be told, no, I would walk around as part of exercise. For those who have been checking out my post in Facebook also, you would see that there are some instances during night times or even weekends that we would go out, and there were instances where we saw hundreds of people be in a specific place na nandun lang sila, madaming walang mask, madaming hindi nag-social distancing. It's not something that you would consider safe, and because of that, you know already that a spike could possibly happen. You know because of that also that you would see more cases happen as well. But here's the thing, I can't control other people's behaviors. I can't control how they do things. I can't control how they live their lives, but I can control how I deploy my capital, respond to risk, accumulate, take profits, diversify into different markets. So please do note this, that there's opportunity every time. There will always be an opportunity for you if you're just looking. There will always be an opportunity for you if you go and do a deep dive and you master the craft of where you want to invest. Because I didn't even mention forex markets. Please do note that while all of this is happening, if you're trading the US dollar up against the euro, or the British pound up against the yen, whatever's happening here doesn't matter. That's why I say it over and over. It's nice to be invested, because when you are invested and then you know what you're getting into, you will spot opportunities that other people don't invest in, or you will spot other opportunities where other people would just be complaining. And that should be the narrative of all of you 275,000 watching this video. The goal of this is that in spite of things not being so well, in spite of things not being so good, there's so much opportunity around. And why am I saying this? Spend a lot of time to become a master of whatever investment you believe that you really like, that you really understand. Because when you are a master in it, regardless if coronaviruses would spike even more, you would know what to do. You would know how to make money, and you will notice it that a lot of people that are winning it and are crushing it just keep on doing what they're doing. And I suggest that to all of you as well. Focus on what you need to do. Focus on the investment that's at hand. Because I'll say this over and over, July 2021, in the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of the lockdown, in the midst of the virus still being there, that we are still in one of the greatest times to earn. We are still in one of the greatest times to invest. It's just that you have to figure out what will work for you. It's just that I just love, in my opinion, anything that's paper asset related, anything that I can invest in online works for me. And that's why it was so easy for me to adapt, accept cryptos, forex, US stocks, Philippine stocks, mutual funds, or even balanced funds or equity funds that I can just trade off of my app, that I can just invest on online. It's something that I took the time to study. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. No one has a crystal ball to know what will happen over the next few days, weeks, and months. But if we lock down further and we see cases spike, and then we see again hospitals getting filled up, then it would not be very positive to the markets. Then we could possibly see again more bearish sentiment. We could see declines still. We could also see people hesitating again to buy higher. Please remember this, and I've said this over and over. It's buyers that are aggressive, that are willing to buy higher, that bring the markets up. Without them, then you can't really expect the market to push. For the Philippine markets, it has been a combination of a lot of retail investors buying stocks that are relatively smaller. Then we also need the institutions to come back and buy those large caps higher to see the market as a whole move higher. But that will be very hard if there's a lot of negative news coming out. That will be very hard if information also that would cause people to buy and become more bullish is not there. What should you do as an investor? If you're a trader, check it out right now as the markets are dropping. Wait for those stocks that become oversold. Look for their support levels. Buy, accumulate. As you start to buy, hold and wait for them to hit the resistance, and then when things get better, take profits off of them. And if you're an investor, disregard what I said in technicals, but the ones that you believe will be resilient, that have dropped, that are cheaper right now, that are very, very relevant in the new normal in the Philippine markets, are something that's worth buying, or something that's worth accumulating. And that's why I say this over and over. I've been focusing a lot on the dividend stocks because dividends are amazing. Because if you're watching this and you're a business person, you're an entrepreneur, and you're crushing it in your business, then the best thing that you could ever do is get cash flow, get passive income for life. Use the stock market to give you cash flow coming from dividends, and whatever you get, na capital appreciation coming out from those dividend stocks would be something that's extra. Before I end this video, I'd like to thank everyone who attended our technical analysis session. We're having one more, I think one last before we end the year. The links are in the description below. Then we're having a fundamental analysis class also happening next month. Links are in the description below. And if you want to grab a copy of my books, you can check it out via Lazada. They're basic books about the basics of the stock market, on how you can get started on investing. And if you're serious already and want to invest in the crypto markets, we have Binance. Check it out. $10 US, you get to trade Bitcoin already. You get to buy US stocks for $1 US via GoTrade. Check it out down below. And then if you want to trade Forex markets, check out XM. Very, very interesting because you get to trade currencies via an app. And what's interesting about that is when you sign up, you get $30 US extra that they will add to your account that you can use for trading. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. If you guys have any questions, I'm trying to think about what topics to make for this channel. Having 2,000 videos also. What can I post that will add value to people? Because at the end of the day, that's all I want. Just to give you as much value as possible so that you can win, so that you can live a life of financial freedom. Because that's what I believe everyone deserves, that you get to save and invest, that you get to live life at your own terms. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.